Brothers, I represent the origins of the Brotherhood of Cheerful Service. I have come from Unami Lodge 1, which was the Order of the Arrow's first lodge to ever exist, which was entrusted as the guardians of the Order's first circle at Treasure Island Camp for the past century. For the last 100 years, we have had a long and cheerful journey. Last we met on these grounds, you were taken through tasks that represent our three principles: Wimoktendink, Wingalausik, Wittahemaway. Tonight, you will embark upon a new beginning, blazed for the last 100 years by our honored brothers before us. As the flame brought from Treasure Island burns brightly, reminisce on its journey. It has come a long way to be with us this evening. Let us welcome the light as it guides us on our new journey. Now, my brothers, follow me along the reflection trail towards the summit circle. And as we pass the 15 blazes, let us be reminded of the messages that provide us purpose. Anticipate with joy the splendor of our fellowship, which bound together to reconstruct the place of our founding and relocate it here.
Who are these who have entered our circle?
These are they who have trekked through trials and tribulations and are ready to forge our future.
Are they willing to serve those who have chose them?
They have established a foundation for our great and honored brotherhood for the past 100 years, but seek guidance on the path forward in the hopes to strengthen our brotherhood, kindling the fire of cheerfulness, and provide service to our fellow man.
From our origins at Treasure Island to these forests of West Virginia, the obligation of our order will continue to illuminate the hearts of those who love the woods and camping. It is only right that we shall preserve our past and together rekindle in our own service the brotherhood and the spiritual presence of those who have gone before us. As the representative of the section whose boundary encircles this forest, I humbly welcome you and your guests to these hallowed grounds.
As the rising moon casts its glow upon the closing of our past, a new sun is rising, bringing with it a new century of servant leaders. To all those who call this section home, I now entrust you as the guardians of this new summit circle.
Tonight, we have assembled to celebrate a new beginning within our order, one that encompasses our three principles: Wimoktendink, Wingalausik, Wittahemaway. When we first gathered here, our future was ignited with a spark.
As we were in the beginning, we were chosen to serve the Boy Scouts of America and promote a brotherhood of service. The Order of the Arrow carries many things, such as the spirit with which you brought to this capsule of memories.
Before us lays an unlit fire. Just as the spirit of the order, we must fan and feed the fire from within. Now, my brothers, we are ready.
From Rocky Mountains to the islands of Hawaii,
From great cities and faraway nations.
From the Appalachian Mountains to the Florida Keys,
from great plains and fertile soil.
May the fire that burns within each and every one of us glow ever brighter as we continue into our second century of cheerful service.
This fire represents the spirit within all of us. It prepares us for what lies ahead.
But on its own, it is not self-sustaining.
it takes those leaders chosen by their peers to fan these flames. You are now about to rededicate yourself to service by feeding this fire of cheerfulness.
The 15 tiers of wood that lay at our council fire represent the 15 blazes that have guided us for the past 100 years. Brother, we now invite you to place the remaining pieces from our National Conference Centennial Fire in our fire of cheerfulness. After, you'll receive a token that represents the fire's gift to you.
The first token reminds us of the fire we have built and the warmth we have shared. The second, made from the conference Centennial Fire, symbolizes of the warmth we've had. After you receive each token, we will form a circle around the fire. In time, we will call different groups from the stages of our order to help us feed the fire.
Those who saw our founders' dedication carried the spark from Treasure Island and brought our organization into a prosperous new era. Would those present please come forward? My challenge to you is to carry this flame forward into the communities of your brothers.
As I brought the flame from Treasure Island to these hallowed grounds and have passed it on to the section host representative, it symbolizes the transition of responsibility as guardians of this new summit circle. As it was in 1915, the spirit of the order has always flourished because it is shared among us.
Let the candle you hold represent the key to the future. What you do with it is up to you, but the legacy you leave will forever impact our order.
As your spirit glows, remember that of which you've seen this evening. Take this experience with you throughout your days. Remember, the ones who chose you need you.
Having completed the work for which we have came here to do, we are about to leave this, our meeting place. But before we go, it is only right that we strengthen the ties that bind us as brothers. Let us now extinguish our candles.
Not by the fire. And he has his jacket on. You can't see Ray. Michael's right behind. Mark,
Hi, Todd.
better work.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, one more time.